We're all taught to see problems as these big, scary roadblocks. But what if they're not? What if a problem is actually a map to a better solution, just kind of waiting for us to read it? Today, we're going to break down a powerful framework that completely reframes problems, turning them from things that stop you into incredible opportunities for growth. Okay, so let's put this into practice right away. Picture this. Sales at your company have totally flatlined. Your boss pulls you aside and puts you in charge of fixing it. The pressure's on, and that first thought that hits you is, where do I even start? It's that sinking feeling, and I think we all know it well. So, for the next few minutes, you are officially on that team. Your mission is called the 12 by 12 project. The goal sounds simple enough, right? Help your boss, Omar, figure out why sales are stuck and get them to grow by 12%. Everything we cover from here on out, well, that's your toolkit for this mission. Right, so before we can solve the problem, we have to agree on what a problem even is. I know, it sounds almost silly, it's so basic, but getting a shared definition is the absolute foundation for everything else. Let's get our terms straight. See, a problem isn't just some vague, bad feeling or a sense of frustration. The key insight here is that a problem is simply an obstacle that's standing in the way of a goal you want to reach. That's it. Being that specific is what gives us the power to actually do something about it. And here's what that looks like in the real world. Your goal, your desired state, is to sell 100 tours a month. Your current state is only 50. All of a sudden, the problem isn't this fuzzy idea of low sales. No, it's the measurable, visible gap between those two bars. So this is the crucial point, the big takeaway. We're shifting our thinking. The problem isn't a negative thing that happened. It's a distance. It's the space between your reality right now and the future you want. And once you see it as a gap, you can finally start figuring out how to build a bridge. Now, to really take on the 12 by 12 project, tools aren't quite enough. You also need the right mindset. Let's call these the official rules of engagement for any problem solver who wants to actually succeed. This table really shows a fundamental shift. I mean, look at the don't side. That's all reactive stuff, giving up, ignoring things, jumping to the first conclusion you can think of. But the do column, that's about being intentional. You approach a problem with confidence, not with fear. You treat it like a chance to get better, not a fire you have to put out. This isn't just some checklist. It's a whole strategic mindset. Okay, so we've got the mindset down. Now, how do we actually approach a problem? We generally have two modes of thinking, and knowing which one to use when is absolutely crucial. It's all about choosing the right tool for the job. On one hand, you've got your intuitive approach. This is your gut feeling, your first instinct. And it's perfect for simple, everyday problems. For instance, you run out of brochures for a super popular tour. The intuitive fix is a no-brainer. Just print more. But for something bigger, you really need a systematic approach. This is methodical, it's organized, it's rational. It's for the complex stuff, like figuring out why sales dropped in the first place by digging into past campaigns. So let's bring it back to our mission. You're trying to boost company-wide sales by 12%. There are probably dozens of things that could be causing the slump. There's a lot of risk and a huge reward. So which approach does a challenge like that demand? Yeah, exactly. For the big, messy, complicated challenges where a lot is on the line, your gut feeling just isn't going to cut it. You need a reliable, repeatable process. You need a system. And here it is. This is the main event. This is the heart of our explainer. Your complete systematic action plan to take on not just the 12 by 12 project, but really any complex problem that comes your way. This is your roadmap. Let's walk through it. 1, identify the problem. That means defining that specific gap we talked about. 2, gather information. You have to resist that urge to just guess. This is where you get the hard data. 3, clarify. This is a crucial check-in that so many people skip. Does the new data change how you see the problem? It's totally okay to redefine it here. 4, consider solutions. Notice that's plural, solutions. Never ever settle for your first idea. 5, select the best option. And this isn't about picking your favorite. It's about choosing the one your evidence actually supports. And finally, 6, make a decision and, this is critical, monitor. You have to track your results to know if you really solved the problem or if you need to go back and try something else. So why does mastering this process matter so much? Because learning to solve problems well is what truly transforms your career. There's this great quote that gets right to the heart of it. The role of a problem solver is one that distinguishes the professional from the line worker. It's the skill that elevates you from someone who just follows directions to someone who creates real value and leads the way. Okay, the 12 by 12 project was our training ground, but the tools are very real. We've defined what a problem is, we've set up the right mindset, and we've laid out a 6-step action plan. So the mission now shifts from our fictional company back to you. So the final question is for you. Whether it's a small frustration at home or a major goal at work, you now have a systematic way to tackle it. You've got the framework. So what's the gap you're going to close? What is the first problem you are going to turn into an opportunity?